Now at 6, Super Bowl champion and Hall of Famer Don Shula passes away at home.
If you were willing to put forth the effort, he would help you become better at what you thought you could be.
On the Dolphins sidelines and off, his legacy left its mark on all those he touched.
And these players and coaches and our fans are all part of it. That's what I enjoy more than anything else, the feeling of bringing people together.
Tonight, South Florida mourns the loss of a legend, Don Shula. Good evening. I'm Elliot Rodriguez.
And I'm Rudabeh Shabazi. It is a sad day in South Florida as we mourn the loss of Don Shula.
Not only was he the man who led the Miami Dolphins to so much success during his career, but also a man heavily involved in this community for so many years. CBS 4's Jim Berry with more on the life of Don Shula. Jim?
Well, guys, Don Shula is the headliner on South Florida's Mount Rushmore of sports. He put Miami sports on the map, in fact, by winning the right way.
Donald Francis Shula was born January 4th, 1930, in Grand River, Ohio. Football got into his blood early. After playing at John Carroll University, Shula carved out a 7-year career as an NFL player.
That's it.
It was in coaching where he made his mark.
When you get through, turn it on.
Shula was just 33 when he was hired to coach the Baltimore Colts. For 7 seasons, all was good. But when Joe Namath led the New York Jets to a stunning upset of the Colts in Super Bowl III in the Orange Bowl, Shula's world would forever change.
That was the game that I was very embarrassed about. Our football team was embarrassed. My relationship with our owner, Carol Rosenblum, sort of came apart after that game. I ended up coaching there one more year, but it was never the same.
Shula would be hired by Dolphins owner Joe Robbie in 1970, and the franchise would never be the same. The young coach promptly demanded perfection.
Hold up, what's wrong with our snap count? Back in a huddle.
It was a fight every day for every one of us. And he never tired. You know, everybody said he was this, he was that. He was possessed. He was like some kind of evil spirit that had endless energy.
Soon, the Dolphins would be perfect, going 17-0 in 1972, a record which still stands as the NFL's only perfect season. It took 4 decades, but Shula and his legendary team finally got honored with a trip to the White House. The Dolphin dynasty won back-to-back championships by methodically grinding it out.
This is the Vince Lombardi Trophy for the winner of the Super Bowl.
But when the Dolphins drafted Dan Marino in 1983, all of that changed.
I think his ability to adapt, his ability to change with the athlete. You know, when Bob Greasy and Larry Zonka and et cetera were there, we had this big, strong offensive line. We ran the football. We controlled the football. We kept our defense off the field. We won championships. And then when Dan Marino and Mark Duper, Mark Clayton and those guys came along, we had this high-powered offense where he switched and went to that. And once again, we went through the league as one of the best teams in NFL football.
Don Shula never went into a game unprepared and never pulled punches to get his players ready.
I know you're a good football player. You know you're a good football player. I'm not here to tell you how good you are. My job is to tell you what you're doing wrong and make you the best football player you can be.
Shula's approach worked. He reached 6 Super Bowls and retired in 1996 as the NFL's all-time winningest coach. Soon afterwards, a statue was erected in his honor.
We need a drive. We got to put it together. We got to start running with the ball. Pass protection.
Besides football, family mattered to Shula. His first wife, Dorothy, died of breast cancer in 1991. 2 years later, he married Marianne Stevens. That family atmosphere carried over to the Dolphin football fraternity he oversaw for so many years.
So he just instilled that same philosophy that he had with his family and instilled that in the players too, that they felt like he tells them that they should have the same kind of relationship, family-orientated relationship with their family as well too. And he instilled that in all of us. He really did.
As an elder statesman, nothing seemed to please Shula more than Dolphin reunions, like this one 5 years ago. And there, he proudly showed me a prized piece of jewelry.
That's the Hall of Fame ring there.
Which you just got, by the way.
Right, just got this.
Yeah.
And I have my 17-0 ring too, but and I really enjoy that. But this Hall of Fame ring is They did such a great job with it. It's a little heavy to wear, but.
Later, Shula would propose a toast to the one thing for him that mattered most.
In football, you don't have second best. They don't talk about being second best. They talk about winners. Here's a toast to the winners.
Don Shula set the standard for embracing the community during and after his football days. As Nat Moore told us, Shula was always first to support a charity, and that's a big reason he will remain tops in the hearts of so many here in South Florida. I'm Jim Barry, CBS 4 Sports.